The Enchantress picked up a Navi here as well. Something quite similar to what was banned out. We'll probably see that on there on solo, I imagine. Is there anything else that you expect them to combo with this, Lizard?
With Enchantress, she's just a strong laner. It's not really someone that you're looking at to combo things with, right? They go with the Visage. Okay.
They got multiple ways to push towers. I mean, Navi are in the lead right now for my
We've got a
little
lot of ways to push
prediction.
towers, certainly.
You can push towers. You also have heroes that don't truly care about Zeus that much early on, and Enchantress can
Enchantress cares about Zeus.
Visage doesn't. But what I want to say is that Solo will probably go into, if he has a decent game, he's going to go into a pipe immediately on that Enchantress, right? To help out his teammates. Pipe, Force Staff, Visage pushes with those 2 minus armor and plus damage talents. And yeah, it's looking pretty solid for Navi so far.
Where are they going to play this Visage? Is it an offlane pick for them?
I think it could be a really strong offlane versus Bloodseeker. Like, he can't Blood Rage, he can't approach the creeps. You can spam him with Soul Assumption. It can be versus him, yeah.
So this suggests for Navi we're looking still probably for the no one pick unless they're going to play that Cottle. I personally
Be tiny mid.
Could be tiny mid as well, which we saw earlier today. So you never know. And Mind Games picking up the Jakiro. Talk me through that one. Is burning down that old Visage? Any other reasons for that?
That's the reason behind it. I mean, it's a decent enough pairing together with a Clockwork as well. Pre-4 staffs, just get the cogs, throw down the macro pyre. Going to be a decent way to be able to, get a lot of damage done. But yeah, this is a 5 Jakiro, assuming that it is an offlane Visage coming through.
Certainly. Navi banning out the Weaver. Any bans you'd make here, Lizard?
From Mind Games?
Either or.
Yeah, they just need to. Yeah, they just need to. Well, they only have the ban left, right? They need to ban a carry and they ban out the Medusa, which is solid. Who's picking, by the way, right now? I'm not in the game. It's
Navi, then Mind Games, then Navi pick, then Mind Games pick.
Got a couple to go. Navi banning out that Ember.
So, I was about to say that leads me to believe that might be like a one tiny and a Keeper of the Light mid or something like that. Just because, of course, low armor. It's one of the ways that Ember Spirit can really look to abuse you. But
it's safely in Lifestealer, I would assume, with Kotl mid and Tiny plus Visage on the offlane. I would assume that. Why would I assume that? Because, like, what does a lane of Kotl plus Visage do? Visage needs that front liner, right? He needs someone to kind of tank for him. But it could be also Tiny mid and Visage Kotl offlane. It's possible.
It's a lot of burst damage, right? Like you just get the Illuminate off. You're going to max out the Soul Assumption immediately. You just chuck that out. Could be pretty effective.
Yeah, especially versus Bloodseeker, right? Like he'd take a ton of damage to his face.
I really like this next pick, though. I think it covers a lot of different bases. It's really strong against the Zeus. It's pretty strong against that Clockwork, and it's good against the Bloodseeker because he can stand and fight. Do you guys agree, or are you again preferring a Juggernaut here? Oh, Juggernaut's banned, so.
Well, the versus
I think the last was fine.
It's fine, but versus the Bloodseeker, usually, yeah, he can stand and that's it. But that's it, right? If you get ruptured, you have to stand. You can't really fight. You can't go in. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
You can infest.
Yeah, you can infest, I guess. Yeah.
The drive-by, the familiar drive-by, maybe. Just pick him up.
Yeah. I mean,
bring him out.
So it's a good Razor pickup, though. Yeah.
I was thinking this Razor, to be honest, but I was just like, is it a little low on the pushing potential, right? This is still just something that I'm going to come back to every single time. Like, Bloodseeker, not the craziest push. Razor can do it a little bit eventually, but
Jakira's a good pusher, to be fair, as a 5.
The strongest heroes here on both sides that push are one Visage, right, on the side of Navi, and then if you do get Aghanims on Razor, you have those two that are extremely strong. But it all kind of takes a while. For Visage, you need level 15 to really be that force, and for Razor, obviously, you're not buying that Aghanims very early on. But it's a good Razor game, right? Like you're playing versus a lifestealer. This should be you're laning into him as well, so it should be quite simple for you.
Any thoughts, Danog? Who do you think is going to win this game?
I said I would go with the team that I thought had better push, so I'm going to say Navi, but I'm a little bit worried about the Lifestealer's lane just because of the Razor, but he's got the Enchantress to help him out, I suppose, and the Visage. I mean, it's a pretty strong combination. The Jakiro, Bloodseeker, you should be able to get a lot of those blood rights off, but I'll say Navi.
Okay, well, our panel is a little conflicted here, but I know who's not conflicted is the most amiable whip boys in Dota. It's Trent and Lyrical.
What boys? What?
I was hoping you knew.
Oh, we'll let it go for now. I love that. Man, I am excited for this one. Yeah, I'm a little bit conflicted. It's a little bit complicated which way this win might end up going. I will say that if Razor gets an Aghanims, I'm going all in on Mind Games at any point in this game.
I don't know. It's Visage, though. You know, we got a lot of hot heroes in this game. All right, we got mid Zeus versus mid Coddle. The people love it. Ooh, this ward. Ooh, this was sneaky. So smoked Tiny. Sweetdraw got that ward down, and I don't think Slayer was smoked. I didn't actually see, but I'm gonna guess he wasn't. So I think they know that ward's there.
Yeah. I would anticipate that they're going to come on over and go for a D ward, and then Zeus is going to do his little thing eventually too. Although we have seen some Zeuses forego Lightning Bolt for like a really long time.
Do you want to fight this right now? Oh, I see what they're going to do. This is cheeky. They're going to try and make them come down the stairs. It's really hard to fight in this versus Clockwork and Bloodseeker, though. Like, they have really good AoE stuff.
Yeah, it's a little spook. Nobody is bottom. Just absolutely no one. All right, they're run down there now. And now they see everybody, and Dino, Tussback, get on over here, buddy. We're going to take you on down to Pain Town, and oh my god, they might all die. Oh my god, Dino didn't die. Oh my god, Navi, what have you done?
Okay, and Sweetstrong did such an optimal play. That was crazy. The way that he like waited to the very last, like when the impact of the silence to do the toss, right? Because that way he'd have a chance. Like, that was so smart. That was so good. He was like giving his team like the most possibility for the kill, and they just couldn't do it. Didn't have it.
Can I just tell you that also I'm actually going to go back on what I was saying. I am anti-Navi now because no one is playing a Coddle. And as much as like, you know, Coddle, all the hot rage and stuff like that, this is not really a hero that I feel like you make moves around like runes with. And I feel like that's been the strength of Navi in these past couple of games.
That is true, but you can just run at objectives and with your team and like destroy every creep along the way.
That's true. Okay.
No one's a good farmer. So, like, give him the best farming mid in the game, and let's see what happens.
I love it. And in the meantime, there has been the swap up. They tried to dodge the lane, and Vtoon still ended up going up against Petishara, who finally gets level 2. So he's going to take the dog for a walk up top now. Get Razor right on in there, give some punches to old Vtoon, and then head on back and away.
And VJ just again, well, last lane was so fun versus the Doom Mana Bird. This time I get a Razor.
Yeah.
But he was determined to play Lifestealer again, and you know what? He had a great Lifestealer game. He did fantastically in the later portions of that match. Did exactly what he needed to do. And he got to the point where he was able to actually swing, and that was something that they really struggled with on the side of Mind Games. They weren't able to let Dino actually do anything in the second half of that last game. You go back, like, that versus back was built on using his spells, like his Ags, and just snotting and shooting out splinters and needles at people. And he didn't get to do that. He didn't get to right-click them either. So the question is, can they enable Dino a little bit better this game? They're going to bring Dino up top now, as they are well aware that, the swap is occurring.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they're trying to dodge, and Vtoon is already here. I get you. I was a little confused why they were doing it that way. I thought the Petishara was the first one to move, but that makes complete sense that he's following around Vtoon.
All right, now you have to kill Razor, right? This is the key. They baited him.
Oh, the biggest play. Wait, he might turn and kill all of them, though. Ignum's there. He's trying to salvage this. Petishara, run. He's fine.
Oh, man. That kill would have been so good. Okay, now you need to kill Visage. But unfortunately, you can't, so
kill them all.
Yeah. That's how it works when you do lane swaps. It's funny because like when the draft ended, that's actually the first thing I was going to bring up until Dan called it some kind of voice I couldn't understand, was I wondered if we were going to get musical lanes because it's Lifestealer, it's Razor. This is what should be happening, and this isn't something that we get to see too often anymore. And so it's always really interesting because there's so many, like, when it's part of the meta, everyone knows all the tricks, right? But when it's not like super meta and it's not happening every game, people get a little bit slack about it, and they kind of like they get knowledge checked. Like they aren't as quick to react with things like, oh, like should the support stay for when the guy TPs to try and counter, and then we get the kill, then he can't TP, and then the lane swaps just end if that ever happens, right? If you're trying to play this game and you die and you don't have the TP scroll, it's over. So it's huge that they weren't able to get that kill on Petashara.
Yeah, that made a huge difference. They're actually down bottom, Bignum trying to get on in the area. He was just tossed back by Sweden Strong to slow down this pull. And that means with Solo coming over that they're going to have to hold this in front of the tower. This is not going to be easy. This is a little bit of a funky one here. And Bignum taking a lot of punches. They got the freaking mana creep again. Time the Ench keeping it.
A little bit sad. She doesn't get to keep it forever, though, thankfully.
No.
Oh, look at this double stacking by no one. Oh, what a gamer. Okay, all right. So, yeah, he went down. He did a blast onto the one camp, and then he right-clicked the other camp down by this ward. Oh, that's beautiful. So much farm.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
God, that's actually dirty. I mean, if you can do that yourself and then also probably come in later and try and make things like that happen, it's going to be so good. Sweden Strong?
It's so annoying, dude. He's got like 3 points in the blast. He's just nuking the wave, trying to open up opportunities for Sweet Strong, like you're saying. But he's under a ward right now, so
yeah,
should not die. And no one's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go blast some creeps, I guess. Oh no, he wants to stack it again first. He decides he's not ready for that wave yet.
All right, fair enough.
All right, let me see. Let's see him do it again here. Nothing else happening in this game, right? All right,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
gonna set myself here. Gonna count. Okay, gonna do a little nuke.
Bang, bang.
Let's see. It was close last time.
Does he get it?
Oh, he's good. Oh, he's so good. Oof. Oh, what a hero. And look, and you're back in time to just blast the midway.
He missed one creep. Yeah, that's dirty. All right, everybody, take notes. It's still good. This is how you do it. Toss?
That was funny.
The hell?
He just toss Slayer back under the tower.
Oh, because they were hoping to let that camp spawn, but then they had a sentry down already.
Yeah.
So now they're gonna know, and they're gonna have to bring out the sentry to try and deward it.
Oh, let's see who wins this battle. Sweden Strong's on the hunt. I mean, it's always this one in here, like every time these days.
Yeah.
He can't attack it.
Oh, he's so slow. His attack speed is terrible. Look at this guy. Poor Sweden Strong.
And he's like, yeah, I'll just bully you, and I'm just gonna stand here. So there's gonna be another full minute without it.
Jeez.
Right, Slayer? Right? You're gonna go stand there? Slayer?
Hello?
Slayer?
Oh, nope. He let it spawn.
Okay. I guess he's like, yeah, but you're going to rotate for a rune, so I'm going to actually pull this wave or something. I'm not sure.
Inkrad gets the DD down bottom. So fold up bottle. Going in for the Null Talisman to start. In the meantime, no one did clear through that entire camp that he stacked up, both of them. So 63 last hits, top net worth 600 ahead of the Zeus.
And Zeus is actually having a fine time, too. It's not like Zeus is doing poorly.
Solo, he gets caught. He went in to try and bully, and he gets bullied instead. Now Petashara. Oh, he has bots. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. No one is very strong. Bignum, get out of there. Oh, he missed. No one, what have you done?
You see, Lyrical, you said, he's all about the runes and stuff. What do runes do, They give you mana. They let you move fast. They let you do more damage. Well, farm does that, too. So he'll just farm. Doesn't have to waste his time on things like bottles. Pathetic items as such.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just gets everything. He's ready for it.
Dude, this guy is a coddle mid player. I can't believe that hit that range creep. That was so perfectly timed. This guy's a gamer. He's so efficient.
I mean, the scary thing is that, like, if he keeps this up, like, all of these lanes are just going to be in jeopardy over and over again. Petashar is actually queuing up a Midas right now on Razor. This guy just loves Midas.
We don't have any sweet value in this game. I don't know. Infested Lifestealer running at you. Ha!
Yeah.
I mean, there's the Ench, right? You can He can eat those.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, good call. Although if you're saving your Midas for Eng creeps, you're doing it wrong. Need to go back to the drawing board on that one. Back to the drawing tables. Shout out to Lumi.
Nice one. Nice one.
Rupture. Lies. Is in some... Oh, no, they're in trouble. Oh, they were the ones that are in trouble. Not quite enough damage. Dino running away. Slayer trying to finish off the poor old Visage, but it's not going to be enough.
Dino?
Dino still has eyes on him.
Yeah, he's hungry. Just going back to farm, though.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Oh, look at Aincrad, though. Yeah, he's zooming. Having a little peek here. There's no vision. Lyce doesn't know about this. Oh, I can't find him, though. He doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, they needed that
Oh,
freaking
I
burst
can't see him.
vision. God, that's got to be so annoying. Does he run back in
he
now?
should have been dead, but instead he's going to get TP.
He's running back in. Dino backs out. They still have Zeus in the area. Sweden strong coming over. Run, 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 run. Ah, he's out. They're good.
Oh, man. That was terrifying. That was
Yeah,
like,
would've
I shouldn't be alive, and then suddenly he hits 6, he gets the birds, and like boots of travel to it.
You know, I will say that combo seems very good, but likewise, like if they don't take a good advantage of this, I do kind of feel like Mind Games has a really good scaling draft, particularly if they get into this hand of Midas on the Razor. Sweden strong, finds one. Slayer is there, but going to be fine, it looks like. They take down the top tower as Lies hits level 6.
Why has Slayer just stopped moving so much? What's this guy doing?
He's hanging out.
Why? Am I crazy?
I guess that he just felt like he was dead regardless, so he figured he'd do some damage on the way out, maybe? I don't know. Bignum? Finds Sweden strong. Aincrad starting to go in with the damage. Gets the little jump, and Bignum is actually the one that gets the kill.
Yeah, Bignum kind of quietly dominating this game, by the way. 4-0 and 0. So he has all 4 of their kills.
Wow. Good clocks game so far.
Is he rushing a hood?
Oh, that's awesome. I love
It's
that.
actually, yeah, not a bad idea versus a tiny support and a zoo or a coddle. It's definitely gonna be helpful.
I wonder if he goes for a pipe.
I mean, how badly do you need 4 staff is usually the question, and it
Right.
looks like, I mean, it's kind of good because there's a life stealer, but it's not that helpful outside of that.
Yeah. Sweden strong again, just bullying in this area, making Mind Games feel a little bit uncomfortable. There's always the danger that, anybody could show up, and it's a pretty quick kill. Down bottom. Pressure being mounted by Solo. Petishara just trying to hold out for now.
So to me, the real issue of this game will be what happens when the Wraith Pact is done on Visage. I think everything just centers around that. That's what you play for. And then that's going to depend, like, how farmed his lifesteal at that point. Like, does he have Armlet and Deso by then? Do they take the first Aegis with that? And then Blink Dagger on the Tiny will try and be synced up as well. Speaking of Tiny, he's going to get hooked here if he doesn't sidestep. Oh. Yeah, hit him with a voice line.
Yeah. Wow, that was 4 smoked up together trying to make a play, and they couldn't do it. That one hurts. Oh, Aincrad, if he goes down here. Yeah, there's no way. He should be good. But you can see, this is like crazy annoying. So much of the jungle is being taken over right now. With Sweden strong and no one there to back up, it's like you have to commit so many heroes on Mind Games to keep them there.
And how do you actually kill this coddle? Like, everyone was so dedicated to, like, banning out this Puck, and then things get weird in terms of, like, the spirit picks and stuff, and they had their Zeus relatively early, and they didn't want to pivot it, so coddle kind of gets a free game, despite being picked relatively early, just because they are so known for the Sweden strong coddle. It makes it less likely, I think, in other teams' eyes that it's going to be no one playing it.
And then that sets them up for a completely free game in a way.
Yeah. And in that sense, their drafting is very strong because they've already shown so much prowess with the Puck that, you're looking for those answers throughout so much of this. And, I mean, they even with the Tiny, too, right? Because, like, they open Tiny coddle, so it's like double potential mids.
Yeah. Well, Solo with the trolls. Moves on in, gets that tower. Bignum gonna pop some cogs and actually just catches. I thought he was gonna do a cogs pushback, but now hook shots to get to his buddies. Slayer has Macro Pyre ready. And Grad trying to get the slowdown. Sweet and Strong can't get out of this. He's gonna fall. So they will get at least one kill here.
They're
And
lucky
in
that
the
no one didn't
meantime-
get a blast kill at the same time.
Right.
Honestly, I thought Slayer
True.
was going to be going down.
Yeah. God, Navi up 3K. This team's looking good.
Yeah, my games are in a lot of trouble, especially because no one hasn't been contested at all, and he's going to have his force staff before he even gets hookshot for the first time. So, going to be very hard to kill him. Now, keep in mind, though, your defensive item is a force staff, and you're playing versus a Bloodseeker, so at least you have that going for you.
True. On the side of mind games, you mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, Coddle's going to buy a force staff, and then there's a Bloodseeker, so you're going to get
Yeah.
ruptured.
Yeah.
But you're forced into it because there's a clockwork, so it's understandable.
Sweet and Strong finds himself. Bignum yet again tosses red on top of Solo. And Solo is likely going to fall. So they get the kill streak, give it over to Sweet and Strong. He's now getting relatively close to a Blink Dagger as well. This game is very quickly going to fall off the rails if Mind Games don't make some type of a move soon. And I don't know what that move is. Like, if Clockwork's not finding a kill, it just feels bad.
Yeah, Clockwork's the key right now. It's his hookshot into Rupture, is as how they, as you know, Dan Dog was talking about, like anchoring a fight, trying to like force Navi to actually commit. Because right now they are just free to poke and prod. That's what they've been doing for the past 10 minutes. Is Coddle's like running your jungle, runs away, in your jungle, runs away. Boots of Travel's up top. They have no way to actually force them to stick around, and they just do these little pickoffs like this, and you have no counterplay. It's all on Clockwork Rupture, and they haven't synced that up yet. Now, we also haven't really felt the impact from the Zeus. Oh, they didn't even see that ward. Oh my gosh, that's a freshie.
No,
that
was
hurts.
just placed down.
And Vice intentionally popping that smoke, by the way.
That is kind of wild. I mean, they kill the bird that had him coming in, and the jump hits onto Solo instead of onto Lies. He might still die though. The bird's coming in. They got the drop on him. Gets him there one time, jumps away afterwards. Maybe not. Maybe they'll be okay here. Bignum's still tanking through a lot of this damage.
It's a good thing they got that kill on the bird, because if no one gets in there, at least one of them's dead for sure.
Ward dropped back behind the tower. Bignum is going to get scouted now, but with the creep wave coming in, they don't feel comfortable going for it all. Meanwhile, no one gets ruptured. They don't have a way to break his TP out.
That is
Sweet and
painful.
Strong, he is going to die, but we'll take that for getting your Coddle out of there.
And we're talking about this, like, trying to force the fight and everything, how you need the hook shot into the Rupture, and so if it's only a Rupture, well,
Yeah.
I remember when I learned that trick. Back when every game was losing to Rickies and Bloodseekers.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What do I do? Dude, just TP. Oh, he's not a stun. Oh, wow.
Makes a big difference. Hook shot. Round two. Catches no one here. Gets pushed out afterwards, but the jump forward and a big kill. Ankrad gets that one. That is super needed.
Barely survives after the urn as well there, so. Yeah, they got to slow down that momentum. And who actually got the kill? Zeus? Yeah, excellent. Yeah, big old one for him, so.
Yeah.
And what is he opting for? Kaya into the Aghanims here?
Yeah, he already has the shard. So, another way to cancel TPs when the Rupture comes out. Very nice.
We're getting close to the timing, though. Blink Dagger Tiny, Wraithpact Visage. That will be the unstoppable force. Like, if they're still leading in gold when they have that, I think Navi have an extremely good chance of winning this game.
Moving on in. Can they get there in time? Hook shot. It's about to be back up again. He's got it. Has the vision. Navi, they got to be careful here.
Oh, he's trying to find his angle.
Gets down a ward, backs away, tries to run in the area. Sweet and Strong is there to interrupt. And it looks like they're going to get it for free. But gets the D ward also there. No one. on the high ground.
Yeah, that lingering sentry that was just expiring.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
can see-
Slayer's just throwing down macro pyres mid.
Yeah.
Underrated about Jakiro for sure. Being able to do this every 80 seconds.
Is a great conductor.
Guarantee
So-
a wave goes down.
And I mean, this is definitely like a weird feeling game for Mind Games. Navi, I want to see what their main aim is, because they've got so much tower pressure now that if they want to, they can just run down this top lane here. I want to see
And
how
you
Mind
see
Games
the
respond.
issue as well with Mind Games is that they have none. Like, look at bottom. This has been,
Yeah.
they were just roshing, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they're flaring behind this tier 1 tower, just trying to be like, oh, are we sure they're gone? Are they gone?
Yeah.
guys? Oh, good. We can take this tier 1 while they're surrounding our tier 2 top.
Radiant's
Right.
bottom tower is
Yeah, in this type of a game, you kind of on Jakiro can't afford to go for those multiple points in liquid fire. And Petashara, oh, he's caught. TP's out of there. Nope, not gonna happen. So 2k gold lead, but more importantly, Navi with this Aegis timing, I don't know what stops them from pressuring constantly, right? You've got like the
Nothing.
Illuminate spam too. This is gonna start looking pretty rough.
Someone's going to get tossed pretty soon. That ward also still surviving. That
Yeah.
It did so much to them already, right by the base.
Yeah, they have Blink coming out right now, and I mean with the
Wraith Pack's
heal
done too.
Yeah,
Everything is perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is completely perfect. They've hit all their timings. They have Desto on Lifestealer, they have Wraith Pact on the Visage, and they have Blink on Tiny, and they still have Aegis for another 3 minutes, and they're up 2k gold. I think Navi have hit every single marker, and they should win this game.
tries to get away, not gonna happen. Bignum, he drops, and yeah, it's about to hit daytime. It is it's party time. Navi, good to go. Tier 2
Petashar
tower
is so
hit.
close. He needs his
Yeah.
BKB. Like, that's your counterplay, right? He gets BKB, he's able to get on top of the Lifestealer, he can try and break down this
that's
fight.
not good though. Incredible. Oh, he gets to jump away though. Okay, barely getting out of there. Slays, Gravekeeper's cloak is all burned off, but they can't do it. Can't fall onto let up with anything. Trent, they need control, man.
Do they ever? But they have double BKBs, right? They're actually
Okay.
doing somewhat okay. Like, it's a bad spot for sure. I think Navi have hit everything that they want, but, you know, they missed the toss kill. That's huge. Like, they needed that toss kill. That was part of breaking the base for them. So, step 1, did not die to toss. Thumbs
Good.
up. Step 2, Bloodseeker is going to want his shard, because he's versus a pretty tanky hero.
Okay.
Of the Lifestealer, the core-to-core matchup. Very similar to how the Lifestealer wanted the shard versus the Bristle. You're going to want your shard versus the Lifestealer.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. And I want to see if if Ankrad right now, he queued up a Sange on top of the Aghanim Scepter. So I'm wondering if they're gonna go just straight in for the Ag still. I imagine that you got to, and then I don't know, like making a play is just so tough. It really is just that hook shot that they have to start things, and that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, I almost wonder if Petashara should consider going Blink, but I think that his build got kind of weird with the whole Midas thing, and so he just got his BKB, but it would be nice to have someone else just, like, do something.
He needs more time.
a battle seeks
Well, that's something that he doesn't have.
I
So
mean,
what are we going to do
you're
about that?
telling me. You're telling me. Oh, poor guy. We'll see how it goes. I mean, last game Navi just like chilled for a while, so maybe they'll do the same thing again. That being said, Navi also won that game. Yeah, they're getting out on the map here. They're looking okay. What do you think about like a Gleipnir or something for Dino? Is that item just not good?
It's okay. It's not horrendous. I think he
thinking
just
some,
needs like just bigger damage though. Like, I like Basher for sure. I'm down with that.
Okay. Yeah, I
I
guess.
just want to smack people and stun Lifestealer.
enemies.
Oh, Bignum.
Oh, Clockwork.
This poor fellow.
Oh my God.
this poor man.
Dude, oh man, that's brutal.
To the viewers out there, do you have any idea how many games of Dota Bignum's played professionally? This guy's played in so many, and he's been in this position in more than a few. Just has to be the sacrificial lamb for his team. He knows what's up.
Never forget Bignum support Ember, you know?
There you go.
He's a gamer, this guy. All right, there it is. He commits for the Aghanims. He's all glowy here on Zeus. He's got his Aghanims little slot filled. He's got his little shard slot filled up. He's got static field. Look at this hotbar. I mean, this hotbar of the Zeus is just glorious. It is ready for Dota.
It looks like an MMO hot bar.
I know, it's so long. He's got so many spells.
Is that what that thing's called?
I don't know. Menu bar? Hot bar? I think it's a hot bar. That sounds right. We're going to go with it.
Strong. Oh, he blinks away. Dude, Navi are literally just all over it. I don't know if they just like didn't wake up in time earlier. You know, things were feeling a little bit rough, and now it's really good. They are all over it here. Game
Danok's
one.
saying action bar, but there's no way it's an action bar. Come on. For my hotkeys? That doesn't sound right. Hot bar it is.
Key.
Thanks, Danok.
Sweden Strong jumps in. BKB immediately, though. Oh, and first get back. Dino can't do anything. Dino trying to run. Dino gets out after the rupture. So it ends up just being a 1-for-1 exchange. Ench just dying to the Zeus damage.
Yeah, she had to be Nimbus, so they didn't have it for the other heroes there when they were kind of engaging on Bloodseeker. No BKB used from Petushara either, so that is good news in case there is a secondary engagement, because that is one thing that Navi have no concerns of, cooldowns.
Right. Yeah.
It's pretty similar for both sides, though, honestly. It's not really a big cooldown game. The big ones are probably like Thunder God's Wrath and I guess the Visage Birds, you could argue.
Yeah. I will say that the Thunder God's Wrath there probably saved the Bloodseeker's life. I don't know if he gets out of there if he doesn't get that extra boost in speed from Thirst.
This is a messy game, dude.
It is. There's no doubt.
All right, there's the 15, the plus 1.5 armor corruption to Visage and the Familiars. That talent is crazy on the birds.
Sweden Strong is just... He's a bully. Bignum tries to get out of there. Get me away. He wanted so many deaths or near deaths because of wards.
Just these 2-4s duking it out.
Yeah.
And their team's bailing them out.
It's true.
All right, we're going to flip some coins. We're going to roll some dice. We're going to go for bashes. Between Lifestealer and Bloodseeker. Just who's getting the better clicks off? That's the question. All right, we have an infested bird. Is the Midas available? No. The Midas is on cooldown. Petushara not here with the hot counter.
No.
How disappointing. He is hunting in these trees.
He's looking for any of them. When you said infested bird, I thought you meant Visage. I was very confused about the Midas comment.
No. That would be sweet, though.
Yeah.
You could Midas those. Oh, double smoke popped accidentally on Mind Games. Oh, no. You actually
Navi saw it.
need both
Maybe
of those,
not.
I'm not going to lie. That really hurts.
If they find no one with it, though, it makes up for all of it. But they
Nice,
don't.
good kill.
Lies is still a good kill, yeah. And they actually get all of his birds, too.
That's a lot of bonus. Hey, look, here we go. All right, does Dota want Mind Games to win? Roche instant spawn. Here we go. Here we go. 1 second.
Gonna happen. 23. That's not bad.
Not bad. Pretty
Do
good.
they check it? They didn't flare it.
Great ward by Slayer. Excellent ward. Not going to
See
get scouted
everybody.
here.
See it all.
Oh.
Oh, they're not checking Roche. Check it out.
No, they're going to check.
Can hit.
They have a clockwork.
He's flaring bottom wave, man.
Oh, look. There he goes. But guess what? The rating, we're also scanning at the same time.
Okay, so they know that this could be happening.
Yeah, and they can't fight it with the bird coming back that quick.
Right.
The bird. Visage.
I do like that, though. Ooh, one thing to watch for. They
Do not
have
say the
taken
Ghoul
over.
Assassin.
The
Do not-
Ghoul Assassin.
I know your brain. The envenomed weapon.
It's so strong. Dude, they buffed it like crazy and also nerfed it. It's only 2
they
seconds
also
now, but
killed
it's
it.
70. Yeah,
Lyrical, so, you know.
I don't care.
It's okay,
Just
there's
don't
another
talk about
camp
it.
down bottom. The other small camp. Ignore this team fight about to happen.
Infested Sweden Strong. He's ready to just end lives. And you know who's going to be there waiting for him? Mr. Bignum. Hook shots onto one. Finds him in his lies. That's going to be a dead Ench for a dead Bignum. Buyback from the clock, immediately jumping back in. B-Tune, focusing Dino, got to run away. He's down low in spite of all of that BKB charge. Lies is eventually going to fall here.
It's working.
They get his birds also. Not bad, not bad. Oh, they're going for round 2.
Was the window really that small for Navi, or are we just finally hitting hook shots? I think that might be more so what it is. The attempted force staff save got him out of the Nimbus cloud, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still an area like denial essentially. Like it's not like you can then run through it as Navi, right? To try and like
True.
fight with lies.
Yeah.
It's still a bit of an impossible situation. So a good buyback there from Bignum, but it hasn't secured the Roche yet.
Toss back, finds Petishara. Doesn't have BKB ready, and now Slayer also in trouble. He drops. And suddenly, Navi are ready to run to the pit. Yeah, you can't give those ones up like that. That one hurts.
Again, that's the shard. That's going to be for free for Lifestealer now. All right, Bignum. How fast
It's
are
time.
you? He's
It's
not
time.
going.
Oh, come on. Get in there, buddy. Yeah, there's no way. If he had a TP, I think he'd go, but going to take too long this time around. So, as you mentioned, shard is going to be there. Wait, was it?
Yep,
The first
yeah, you
rush?
got it.
Okay. And so, still not a completely unreasonable net worth lead at this stage. 4K is still comebackable.
Oh, most
But
certainly. I think that like Navi, they had one window where I think they were a lot stronger, and you know, they missed their little kill in the toss and stuff, and then the BKBs all come up and the bashers, and also just straight up the initiations from Bignum. That is definitely what they've been missing and lacking. But now they have another window where it's sort of parabolically opened back up. We're climbing the mountain again in terms of their strength on Navi with this Aegis. And
Climb the
almost BKB, in fact, as well for our Lifestealer. So V-Tune really doubling down here.
Inside the Tiny. This could be a deadly fight if they take it in an incorrect fashion.
They're so close to each other.
Dude, they are ready to
Surprise
go.
inside. He's like those banned Kinder eggs.
Are they banned? Dude,
I
Bignum's
think they're
ready
banned
to
in
turn
the
this
US.
back
We have them
around.
in Canada still. I heard you guys lost.
Oh, here it is. Turn the fight around. Hook shot in. BKB, the rupture immediately ready to go. Dino wins the kill, and that keeps him alive. And now B-Tune's stuck in no man's land. Immediately starts lifestealing off Slayer. Why did you walk into him?
He's just a shish kebab.
Ran away. Oh, and first hit bash. Bignum, no. Oh. Well,
Someone needs to check on Slayer. I need a wellness check on this man. What's going on? Is he like falling asleep at the computer or something today?
it's a rough one. Game is hard. Damn, dude. That's a tough situation now.
I mean, it could have been so much worse. Though. At least they got like, a slight turnaround by killing the Tiny as well. But yeah, not getting out with at least one of those two supports really does hurt you.
Oh, and
High ground they go. But hey,
Late mail.
where's my Blood Rage Zeus that I've been waiting for, huh?
That's coming.
Is that ever going to happen? Or is that just
I don't
not
think
real?
so. I don't think it's a thing.
Why isn't it real? It's 30%
No.
spell amp.
It's hard to press buttons. It's all good. You're taking damage also. You're taking DOT.
Yeah, but I mean, Lizard was saying it too, and I've seen so many games now of Bloodseeker Zeus, and I never see it.
Yeah.
Like right now, what's Dino doing? Why isn't Zeus
Well,
Blood Rage? What am I missing?
He'd be taking 2% of his max damage, for every second he's blood rage.
I don't understand. Is it not? Is it like bugged? Does it not work? Like why? I legitimately don't get it.
Maybe he's... Oh, God, he got force staffed. Pops the BKB, turns the fight. Dead. Can they get another? Linked up B-Tune. Gets inside of a bird. He's in the bird, and they're out of there. I mean, I hear you. Oh, wait. No one? What? Where's the follow-up? They need to catch up to him. They can't catch up to him. He's out and away. Oh, and B-Tune is back. Trying to run these heroes down. He is ruptured now. That is Shara linked up. doing what he can, and that is going to be nothing. Vtoon still
That's so
wanting to
messy.
chase in spite of Chase being ruptured. Almost dead. Oh, he's so freaking low, but he gets arm with toggle off afterwards. Oh, no. And they've used everything. Wait, what? Oh, my God.
Oh, back up.
Blinks and jumps out.
All right.
Oh,
he
they killed
Nimbus
him.
is down the Aegis.
Okay. Rupture, round 3? No, it's not going to be there. God, Boots of Bearing, too strong.
Dire's middle tower is
Quick building death.
That was crazy when they brought in the Bloodseeker and he got the bash off and manages to get the kill.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, I mean, this is now, I mean, maybe the problem is he's still got BKB, a 9-second BKB. Pops Rage, runs away, hook shot. They find one. This is a decent one to get. Can't get a toss out. You know, kills one of the birds. Now trying to
Can't
look
get a
for a
bash.
bash. Cannot find any. There is not a single bash in this earth for poor old Lifestealer. Rupture afterwards. Tries to run away. Vtoon. Has he gone too far? He gets in the bird. The last second. Oh, no. It
That's
has
crazy.
700 HP because he gets out of there. Oh, no. Can't kill it off in time. God. Devastating. Toss back. Finds his man. Petishar is now in the midst of all of them, ready to run him down, but with the BKB wearing off, has to run away.
They have another Nimbus up now.
Dude,
He needs mana, though.
the Infest has actually been so good to Vtoon.
Hankrad's running to the fountain.
Oh, get out of there, Nina. He's fine. He's out and alive. God. They have to, like, execute perfectly on mind games, and they're still just losing building after building. It doesn't matter.
So many times it's just like so close too, and they can't quite get there.
No.
The reductions being a bit much, and what's no one got now? He's got his Scythe, he's got Lincoln's, he has an Essence Ring. He is stacked up right now, and it is a smoke from mind games though. So Bignum, well, he's back on the clock, as it were. Time to go to work.
Can he
Oh, look at these
find
blocks.
him?
Look at this bird.
Bird's ready. Hook shot in. Finds him. Cogs push back. No, he missed. And Infest inside Enchantress. He just infests every time to get away. Bignum's dead. They're all dead. Get out of there. Dino's in trouble. Still can't find a bash. Petishara jumped upon. The birds are there. Petishara hoping for an escape, but there is no salvation from the lifesteal. Or maybe there is. Just run away. That's fine. But nonetheless, they lost their Bloodseeker. They lost Bignum. Game has been so hard for this Clockwork, and yeah, Ankrad tossed back out by Sweden Strong and eventually killed.
Sweden Strong is he's so bold. He just goes in. He has the back of the Force Ass from his team.
Dude, they all bet back and they're not going to get anything from it. Wait a minute. Bignum's pissed. He's lost his mind. This guy's crazy.
Thunder Gods in 5 seconds.
Okay.
They could kill
God.
Tiny.
Oh, well done. And then they smoke afterwards.
Dude, he just
Get out.
infested the Tiny. He saved him.
That's awesome. I love that. Tranquil's putting in work now too.
Scanning for enemies.
And they are ready to go again. Petishara found and tossed back. Gets all the way out of the base. No. No more BKB for him. They just want to kill. They want to take down anybody. So angry. So much anger. Hookshot finds the backline. Sweden Strong. He's still
Dude,
living
no.
through it all. Dude,
Come on.
I feel so bad for Bignum. Whole game he's just been playing one-on-one against Sweden Strong, and he keeps on coming up underneath. Lays, he goes into stone form, and that keeps him alive. They can't kill anybody. Sweden Strong manages to toss back, gets out again. And GG, well played is called. All right, Sweden Strong's my MVP. What a winner. I don't care about
Truly.
anything.
I mean, the way they played around this Tiny was amazing. Like, Force Staff has been nerfed so many years in a row, and they saw the game and how they needed it. Like, it was good versus the Clockwork, and they just saw, like, you know, Swing Strong, it's kind of nice. You just get in there, you toss people out. Like, what are the chances you're going to Ice Path Tiny? Pretty low. Clockwork, I mean, yeah, maybe you'll get hook shot when you're there, but then we have Force Staffs. It could be okay. And he just broke the base over and over. Constantly, he would just break their formation by getting in there. And formation's very important when you're playing with a Zeus, obviously. Like, he's trying to stay in the back line, and Ankrat only dying once that entire game, but I still feel like he spent a lot of time scared in these fights.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many like questions that I feel like I have for the Mind Games draft because I mean, granted, Clockwork's amazing at what he does. He wants to be that first one in every time, but I think it is really nice to be able to have like that second hero that can go in with you. And I just felt like they didn't have anybody else that could start something. It was always on Big Num. Tough situation to be in, and Navi they end up taking it though.
Yeah, they just kind of sniped a good timing for their lineup. They saw what would be perfect, and how Mind Games didn't really have really good options versus it, and they were correct. And once again, 2 games in a row, really struggling, I think, to enable Dino. Between the Bristleback and the Bloodseeker, it felt like no matter how much he farmed, there wasn't really much opportunity for him to actually do stuff. And that goes back to your point about how do you actually start a fight and force them to engage you with only having a Clockwork, not going for any sort of like secondary style of control. I think Petushara needed to be a hero that could buy Blink this game. I think buying Blink's probably not going to work out that well, but honestly, it feels like he needed to just be in and try and force something, and he couldn't do it either on the Razor.
Well, they didn't get it done, and that does mean that Mind Games are going to lose the series 2-1 into the favor of Navi. Not the way that we anticipated this series going, I don't think, but it still ends up with the results that we were thinking was going to happen. For now, we're going to go a quick break. When we get back, the panel's going to break down all the action. We'll see you then.
8-0 on the Nakes and only 1 death on the Cottle. That's a fine way for Navi to take this series 2-1 over Mind Games in impressive fashion. Danog, why don't you talk me through what happened in this game 3?
I'm just going to go back to what I was saying at the very start of the entire game. They had multiple ways to achieve their objectives. I feel like Navi did a really good job, particularly on their supports this game, to enable a lot of that movement. I feel like you had Lays sitting on that top side of the map, pushing on his own for the longest time. He wasn't pressured enough in lane. He wasn't pressured enough when he got to that early little bit of a timing. And it really just felt like it snowballed from there. They had so much less area of the map to play with on Mind Games. I think they only took a top tier 1 and a bottom tier 1 tower by the end of the game, whereas Navi, it was much more versatile. They had more than one way to win the game.
You agree, Lizard?
Yeah, 100%. It was shown in the game as well. Big Num, he had too much work to do. The only one that could actually reliably engage for the side of Mind Games, they abused that as well. Visage, yeah, he's farming very deep and he gets caught a couple of times, gets killed, but that's what the Visage does. He's forcing all these movements to him. Every time it happens, Navi can regroup and they have vision in the area. They can fight again. Plus, they take objectives 10 times easier. So just a simpler execution for them. Also, I still didn't see Blood Rage used on Zeus. Another
No
game.
one does it.
Very sad, very sad. Also, the laning stage, I was really surprised at how behind Petushara was relative to Vitun. It was like 1,000 net worth difference at like the 7-minute mark or something like that. And of course, a 6.5-minute boost of travel on the Keeper of the Light made things a little bit easier. Yeah.
Well, if there's one person who's going to tell us how this game went, it's someone who played in the game. We've got an interview coming up with Sweden Strong. Sweden Strong, how are you doing? You must be very pleased after that game.
Hello, guys. Yeah, I'm quite happy that we won, but the game didn't go as smoothly as we expected. We won anyway, so I'm happy. Yeah.
Your tiny play, especially in game 3, was really, really impressive. The casters were continually praising you for your initiation. Did you feel personally pleased with your performance?
Thanks. Yeah, I did. I think I played well on Tiny.
Do you think you play for Tiny? Is it one of your favorite heroes, or is it one that you play that often?
Not really, but I think it suits our team well. I can start fights and we can play around that. It's quite easy to play like that. But I wouldn't say it's like my favorite hero. It's far from it, actually.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about the morale in the team, because you're now 4-1. The team's playing really, really well. You're close to topping up the league, just Team Spirit ahead of you. Is everyone feeling very good?
Yes, we felt good before the game. Not sure how we feel now, because I think we thought we'd play better this series. We will see after the game. We will talk together and decide like what went wrong in the game one, especially. So not sure right now, but yeah, we're confident overall.
Dan,
actually have a
you have a
question.
question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question on that point. You said you're going to have a lot of discussions now that the series is over. I was actually wanting to know if there was any discussions that happened after that game one, because in my eyes, it looked like you guys specifically made a lot more changes to be like, okay, this is how we're going to approach the team fights. We're going to be position ourselves here, here, and here to make sure that we don't lose another game like we did in game number one. Is that something that happened, or is that something else maybe that you discussed?
We discussed major mistakes, so like giving them Roche in game one and Sniper dying on bot lane near tier 3. We discussed that, and we decided to change our drafts a bit. That's pretty much it. We thought that we played well in the game one, but just made crucial mistakes.
Yeah, we were kind of thinking the same as well. I had another question for you. You mentioned before that you feel like it really fits the way that you guys play if you play these heroes like the Tiny. Um, did you mean that in the sense that that's how you feel like you guys do well if that's your style of hero? Because we saw you play the Marcy and the Pugna, who aren't, the same style of heroes. They're not like the Tiny. They're not like a Clockwork or someone else that can just go in super deep. Or was that playing the Pugna and the Marcy because you had heroes like Axe and Void Spirit to fill that gap?
Well, yeah, we try to balance our drafts so we have someone to start the fights. But when I play a hero like that initiates, I think it's a bit easier for us here.
Any questions from you?
Yeah, my first question for you, Sweden Strong, is why Sweden Strong? What's with the nickname? How did you come up to it?
Nothing special. When I thought about the nickname, I just liked Sweden as a country. Like my favorite team Alliance at that time was from Sweden, and I guess that's why I chose it. Yeah, nothing special.
It's a nice reason why to choose it. But what about Navi? Like you're fairly young, right? And Navi is a big organization. Is there any stress playing for them, or are you just completely enjoying yourself?
There's no stress playing, but there is stress like getting visas and stuff like that, like traveling a lot. So yeah, that's not the usual stuff I do. But playing is fine.
But it's a good stress to have, right? Like being able to
Yes.
travel, go to tournaments, of course. What about your teammates, by the way? You have some, like, Karochi, in Eastern Europe, you have guys that have been superstars for a really long time, right? How does it feel playing with them? Do they help you? Do you get a lot of info from them? Or is it just like, let's play the game and that's it?
I think I do. Yeah, I do get a lot of experience from them. A lot of stuff that I learn how to approach the game. Not necessarily like the stuff in game, but like the mindset and stuff like that. How I should prepare for the game, like mentally and stuff like that. That's what they help with.
We hear that a lot of teams go for younger players such as yourself because they bring a lot of new ideas to the team environment as well. Is that something that you feel like you've provided, or are you just kind of taking the guidance that some of the more experienced members of your team are giving you?
No, I'm sure I gave them a lot of new ideas about the heroes and the way like we can play. So yeah.
Sounds good to me.
One final question. You've got 2 more games coming up. You've got a game against Rune Eaters and then a finally game against One Move. Are you guys feeling confident to end up here at 6-1, or do you think those games could be tricky?
We want to end 6-1, yeah. Not sure how the games will go, but we feel pretty confident. So I hope we end up 6-1, yeah.
Are you looking forward to hopefully heading to the major then? Is that going to be exciting, or are you a little nervous about your first big LAN?
No, I'm very excited to go there. I want to play there on the scene and stuff.
Great. Well, that's wonderful to hear. If you're excited, we're very excited for you. Thanks so much for talking to us. We'll let you go now, but good luck in your upcoming games.
Thanks for having me. Goodbye.
What a nice young man. Really nice to hear from him. Really lovely answers there as well. Great interview, I thought. Yeah, hopefully
These
visas. It'd be really nice to see these Eastern European teams in the major. So many of them have shown interesting play, and I think they were much missed, the teams who didn't get to attend in the last major.
Yeah.
Lizard, any final thoughts?
My final thoughts are: can the world chill the hell out already? Can we just play some Dota, be peaceful, love each other, and have some goddamn lands with all the teams from all the regions right there? Because I'm worried until I see the last player there. After the last couple of lands and experiences, yeah, it can get rough. So can you all chill out? I'm talking to G7 and the East and
Well, I'm
whoever, I
sure they're
don't
watching
know.
this broadcast, and that
Of course
speech
they
is
are. Yeah.
very much going to cause them to chill out. Dan, anything from you?
No, I'm on the same boat as Lizard. We heard in I believe you were in the panel with me previously with when we were speaking with Yatoro Lizard, where he was like, "Man, I want to play up against LGD." And they might not even be at this major, considering how close the Chinese region is. But how great would it be to see some of these Chinese teams come in and have a chance to test the meta before TI? Or, I mean, worst case scenario, it just means that hype builds up to that big point at TI eventually. But I'm keen to see how it all pans out. Hopefully, we get 18 teams in Arlington, but Navi, they're definitely looking like being one of them. Team Spirit, another. So really, it's that race for third place in Eastern Europe.
And I think as well, it's so hard to compare these regions until you can see them smashed together in a land like that. I think a lot of people maybe sometimes are a little bit down on the Eastern European region, but they just won TI, and people were down on them before they won TI. So I really think there's such a high level of potential of players with such an interesting level of play. Lizard, you keep on talking about how what you see in China is completely different to what you see here, and what we see in Western Europe is even different to what we see here. And I think it'd be so exciting to see these styles mesh. That would be absolutely lovely to see. If we don't, I think these teams can be really proud of what they've achieved here. And Navi, a good performance today. Any final comments from you before we head off?
Navi's back.
Navi's back, guys. They're certainly back, and they're going to be hopefully heading up to some more great series next week. From now, that's all from us. We've got some Division 2 games coming up. We've got Team Empire versus PuckChamp, a great series. I think that will be maybe in 15 minutes or so. So tune in for that. Until then, though, thanks so much for watching. And that's a goodbye from me and a goodbye from my boys.